Okay guys, good morning and welcome to another YouTube short. So today I'm coming on to discuss social media, coaching and the importance of still being your own person away from those. Now, what I mean by this is as coaches, we have a personality, a persona, an image that has to be upheld on social media, on all social platforms. But the importance of also still being your own person away from the social media side of things is just as important. Now, the reason for today's conversation is I also coach many coaches, and it's something that I will always try and encourage them to do as well. It's almost a performing act. We have people to constantly motivate. We have people that we have to constantly inspire. We have posts and images and personality and positivity that we have to uphold. And if you're constantly pouring out of a cup, then that cup is sometimes going to fall empty. So as long as we're filling that cup up as much as we are pouring out, then that balance is always going to be intact. If not, it is very, very easy to burn out. And this kind of educational short has come from conversations that I've had that have been inspired over the last weekend, just taking a little bit of time away with loved ones, taking a little bit of time away from my phone and social media, letting clients know well in advance that, I'm taking time away so they know, but also just so they're mindful that I'm doing it for a reason of a positive outcome. I'm not just doing it just to take time away because I need time away. I still want to keep my energy up, my positivity up, my engagement up. And this is something that I've seen all too common in the industry where, coaches will just not respond to clients and clients don't know what's going on. And of course they need their hiatus, they need their time off, but they're not making people aware. They're not giving the clients the reassurance that they need in taking that time off. Now, the way I see it is if I'm constantly burning the candle at both ends, if I'm constantly pouring out of one cup, I could potentially get fatigued. I could potentially get tired. I could potentially get irritable. All it takes is one message with the wrong tone and you can completely fuck up a client's day. You can literally flip their mood completely round, which is going to impact so many points of that client's day. So being mindful of your surrounding, being mindful of your workload, being mindful of how you are genuinely coming across is such a key aspect. And it's something that I see a lot of coaches doing. I'm not a coach's mentor or anything like that. I'm not trying to be. It's just something that was very relative to the last weekend. A lot of people spoke to me about on social media. And I just think as a coach, it's our responsibility to maintain that high level of standard of performance, whether it's inspiration, whether it's motivation, whether it's education, whether it's anything. You are in the public eye, and if you're tired, if you're fatigued, if you're miserable, if you're moody, then that's going to come across and it's going to impact other people's days. So taking time away, if anything, is only going to be a positive. It's going to make you more present in the moment with loved ones. It's going to make you more present when you come back to your team after a couple of days off. And this works not just for coaches, this works for athletes as well. If you are in a deep prep or if you're in a massive phase, it's very easy to get lost in the progression. It's very easy to get lost in the programming and the depths of wanting to be better and wanting to be more. And it can be kind of like correlated to both, to be honest. Now, it's something that I will always hold my hands up and admit I'm very, very bad at. I will look at it and say, if I take a day off, that's a day wasted that I could have potentially progressed. I've always said that, I do this 24/7 and I don't switch off, which is very much true. But I also have to remember that I'm also Brad as well. So without being Brad, I'm not the best the coach that I can be. I'm just a robotic coach. People buy into people. People invest into people. Without your personality, without who you are as a person, people will not invest in you as much. So as long as you're looking after your energy, as long as you're looking after your aura, your happiness, your whole personality, and that means resting and recovering and doing things that fills your heart and your soul full of happiness and positivity, you're not going to be the best coach you can be. You're also not going to be the best athlete you can be because you almost turn into a mindlessly numb zombie just going through the motions. And it's something that you see all too often. You know, just taking that time away, resting, recovering, you will come back so much happier. You'll come back so much more enthusiastic. You come back, and for me, it's my time to kind of recharge and get inspirations for more ideas. Like, without taking that time off, I wouldn't have had an inspiration to do a YouTube video about it, which I can then correlate to not only coaches, but also athletes, bodybuilders, you know, anybody that is trying to motivate and succeed in something with everything they've got. Just taking that little bit of time is also just as essential. So, hope that helps, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, much love and stay blessed.